Hey, you right guys, Just Joe here, and today we are doing another Q&A for Patreon. Sorry I've been a bit late with this one. I think I've missed out on a month of doing the Q&A, but like last month we had all that stuff going down with YouTube, kind of removed my channel and stuff, so then I just catch up, so apologies for that one, but I'll get back into doing these at least once a month for the Patreon questions, so yeah, sorry for the little bit of delay. But like I say, I'm going to keep these uncut, just, you know, great, because I'm great with uncut stuff, I'm absolutely terrible. I absolutely ramble on. Whenever I go back and kind of edit them, I don't really edit them, I just kind of skim through to make sure I didn't, you know, completely mess up and was like, oh, Pretty Little Lies is a shit show, and then I'll be like, oh, can't add that in because I'll get crucified. I'm joking, it's not a bad show. But yeah, I do notice that I ramble more so than others, unfortunately. Yeah, we've got, don't know what that was, we have 27 questions, I think, so I appreciate all of you who asked the question. It really does mean the world. Like I said, if we got one or two questions, it'd be kind of sad, so it's good that we have a few to kind of deal with, and I haven't seen them yet. They've been up for about 3 weeks, so literally after I've uploaded this, if you are on Patreon, I'll be asking probably later today or tomorrow for more questions for another, like, in 3 weeks time, which is going to be fun. I really enjoy doing these, so thank you to everyone who helps support the channel on Patreon. It really does mean the world, and everyone who watches these as well. I know the Q&As don't do what the fuck, I don't know, they don't do insane views, but I have fun doing them, and you know, why not? It's something a bit different on the channel, and I want to do different things anyway. Speaking of which, I might actually have like a vlog thing coming up soon, because in 2 weeks, or just under 2 weeks, there's a scam convention in Norway. High on Scam, might have heard of it, I don't know. And don't know if I'm like 100% going yet, but I'm very much considering going to that, because I've never been to a scam convention before, and I was considering like maybe going anyway, because some of the Isaac and Evan from Scam Italia, if you like, for people who don't watch Scam Italia, they're going to be there. And then it was also confirmed that Greta is going to be there, and I'm like, yo, I've got to go to this thing. So I think I'm going to try and find a way to go and vlog the thing, because I'll be there for like, in Norway for like 4 days. Yeah, I don't know, I'm like really trying to figure out like how much it will cost and like how to get around while I'm there. But I think I'm going to do it. I don't know. I've never been to, like, I've been to different countries before, but usually with like friends or family. I've never been to a place by myself. Like, I've been to places in the UK by myself, but not an actual country. So we'll see what happens. Just for those who don't follow me on Twitter, because I've rambled about it on Twitter loads, but that could be kind of exciting. And what sold it to me was the Italian cast, like straight up, because I love the OG cast, obviously, but just the combination of the two. And Greta. Like, we'll see what happens. But anyway, just want to let you guys know that there might be a different video, like a little vlog kind of thing. We'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, Q&A. Favorite episode of Pretty Little Lies of all the seasons you have watched, and all-time favorite character from Pretty Little Lies. My favorite episode of all time, I actually I think it's like season 2 episode 9, unless it's like season 3 episode 9. I remember it was the one where they had like those separate classes that they went to, but then all like the emotions started coming out, and it was actually Hannah's peak in the show, I think. Was around that time. Every character was just good in the episode. I really enjoyed season 5 episode 5 as well, the 100th episode. I think that was great. Can all my coins stop flying around? Jesus Christ. I can't remember the exact episode though. Hopefully you know which one I'm talking about, because I remember when I watched it, I was like, that's my favourite episode of the show so far. I want to... Oh, no, I was way off. Season 2, episode 19, The Naked Truth. I think that is... I don't know why, I really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was so much fun. I don't think it was boring at all. I think from start to finish, like, every story was great. So I'll go season 2, episode 19, and season 5, episode 5. My 2 favourites so far. And then my favourite character, it changes a lot. Season 1, it was, well, the very early parts of season 1, it was actually Arya. Then it was Hannah in end of season one, and then season two, like half season two. Then the rest of season two and season three, it was Spencer. And I'd probably say it still is Spencer, even though she's not as great as she was. And I really like Mona as well, so yes. Thank you for your question. Marissa, have you ever thought about doing reactions to audiobooks? No, probably not. I don't even listen to audiobooks, I just read. Like, if I do, the rare times that I do actually read books, I read them. I don't listen to audiobooks, so. And I just don't think it would go well with what I kind of do anyway, but it's a cool idea. I guess no one's kind of done it before, not that I know of anyway. There probably is someone on YouTube who's done that before, definitely is, but not that I've seen. Thanks for your question there. JJ, when will the One Hub film reactions be fixed? I've been uploading these for like a month and they take so long, and a lot of the time I like bulk them up to upload overnight while I'm asleep, because by the way, when I upload a video on my internet, all internet shuts off. I can't actually do anything else. I can't play like games. I can't go on other websites. Like, the internet just shuts down for some reason. So I do it at night when I'm like sleeping. But then they always fail for some reason. But I have been getting them up one at a time. I think I have around five more films to, or four films to do, I think. The ones that I've already fixed, I should just change the link to them all and get them all fixed for you guys. But I'm so sorry that's taken so long to like kind of resolve. I will, after I've uploaded this, all the film reactions that I've fixed, I will fix the link to. There are still about 4 films that need to be sorted, but they will be sorted very, very soon. I have been like uploading them one at a time, but because it's a film, it takes about my internet like 2 hours to upload. So it's just like, and then I have to like take into consideration when I need to upload other videos onto YouTube or Patreon. It's kind of difficult to work around. But I will fix them. Like, I'll try to get them all. I'll fix all the normal links today. Yeah, today. So just check. Yeah, just actually comment on the films that you want the link to, and I'll try and get them sorted as soon as I can. Yeah, sorry about that one. Jala, can you react to Scandal? I've had this a couple of times. I don't know. I think it's a bit too long. Like, this and Supernatural, I think, are 2 shows that I just like. Supernatural just had its 300th episode. I just can't. I just don't think I have the time to do that. There are other shows that if there was no other shows that I wanted to watch, then maybe. But there's so many others that have been requested that a priority really. So probably not, and if so, it won't be anytime soon. But thank you for your question. Zakaya, top 3 movies you've reacted to. They've got quite a few questions actually, so I'll answer that one first. Top 3 movies. I don't think Twilight was a good film, but I had so much fun reacting to that. I loved reacting to the first film. I thought it was so much fun. But if you want about like actually good film, for Love, Simon was a lot of fun. I think that was actually a really good film as well. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, I don't think it was as good as Love, Simon, but that was still a really fun film to watch. Tangled was great. Tangled was like probably the most surprising, because I just thought it'd be like alright, but it was great. Jesus, what else have I reacted to? The Maze Runner trilogy, but I'd already seen 2 of those before, but that was a lot of fun. That was like the first few film reactions that I kind of did. Oh, Call Me By Your Name was definitely the best film that I've seen, that I've reacted to, hands down. Yeah, I've enjoyed. I don't think there's been one film that I've not enjoyed reacting to. I think some of the weak ones were like Iron Man, Thor Ragnarok, and Black Panther. Just they were still all really good films, but just because I'm not the biggest fan of Marvel anyway. But even those I enjoyed watching. So there's not been a film that I've been like, this is just boring to watch. So that's lucky. Well, maybe it's about time we have a really boring film to react to, but we'll see. A few other questions. After Italia and Austin, which new scam do you like the most? Yes, Italia and Austin are definitely the 2 best ones. I really, really enjoyed Scam España, but the company behind it were just dickheads, and they were just like, oh, you can't react to this, go away. I was like, okay, well, whatever. And they striked my video, one of my reactions to it, and they were threatened to strike the rest. And it was at the time when I just got my channel back last month, and I was like, I can't even be bothered to fight this. I can't just have my channel down for more weeks. So I was just like, you know what, fine, I'm not going to react to your show, just go away. I'm going to probably still react to the show. I was just going to wait until they pissed off a bit, and then I'm going to come back to it, and I'll probably just have like it very, cut down to like 5 minutes instead of 10, which will be annoying and difficult to do, but I'm still going to do it, and then I'll just be more focused on the review side of things, because I really enjoyed Scam Spenia. I think it was building up to be one of the better ones. I don't think it was the better one other than Italia and Austin. I think that would go to Druk, would be the better one. But I just think that one had the most potential, and then can't really do much about it. So yeah, but Italia and Austin are definitely the two best remakes. I know you always mention Shameless, Buffy, and The Fosters as the shows you'll be starting soon. Do you think you'd get to Veronica Mars within like a year? I don't care too much because I'll probably still be a Patreon then. Love all your reactions, dude. Just wondering. Thank you very much for being a Patreon. Like I say, I couldn't do this full time and upload as much as I do without you guys, so it really does mean the world. As for Veronica Mars, I've confirmed that I will be doing that, and within a year, yes, definitely. That's like a long time. It just won't be 2018. I think it'll be in the first half of 2019 though, for sure. As well as I want to say, I'm torn between Once Upon a Time and The Fosters to start next year. This year's Buffy and Shameless, like literally, actually, I think in a week I'm going to be starting that. A week from recording this. No, wait, it's Sunday today, so it'd be like the Monday. So tomorrow, a week from tomorrow, is when I'll be starting Buffy and Shameless. But then I'm torn between next year doing Once Upon a Time or The Fosters, because they're both very long shows as well. Maybe I'll put up a poll and we'll see what most people want. But Veronica Mars, that's fairly short as well, so yes, that will definitely be sometime in 2019, do not worry. 100%, I'd say. Top 5 Rain characters. Mary is number 1. Bash would have been like number 1 in season 1, but season 2, his story is abysmal. So Mary is number 1. Great start. Greer. I love Greer. I like the new guy. I forgot his name. I haven't watched Rain in like 2 weeks. What's his name? The kind of new love interest for Mary. I don't know what. I do know his name, but it's blanking me. Him though, he's a really good new character. Catherine, it just gets better. She has a bit of weak storyline sometimes, but she gets really good sometimes. Lola's grown on me. I don't think she's top 5, but Lola's really grown on me. I'll say Bash is number 5. Like, even though his story is terrible, I still like his character, I guess. Kenna should be up there, but her story's been pretty bad as well. Actually, she's just been non-existent. She hasn't even had a story. I don't think they're the official 5, but just for saving time, I'll say they're the top 5. Top 5 saddest storylines/storylines that affected you. That's a difficult one. I'd really have to think about that, because I think you can have like a storyline like Breaking Bad that inspires you, so in a way it affects you, because a storyline like Breaking Bad inspires people, I don't know, like me and thousands of millions of others, to want to create something spectacular. But I wouldn't say it was like a sad story. I guess it had sad moments, and maybe its core is sad, but the Breaking Bad storyline, I think, is just incredible. I don't know how he created something like that. Definitely inspired me. Saddest, I'd say like Scam season 3, or just a lot of Scam anyway, is very kind of affected me. It affected how I started to do reviews at the end of an episode, I think. Like, I went a lot more in depth because that show was a lot more in depth than what it seemed. I know I'm not the most in-depth review. I'm not saying I'm like, I'll go well in depth in my reviews, because I really don't, but I think I talk about episodes a lot more at the end of an episode than prior to Scam. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just imagining that I do that, but it seems like I do. It's a very difficult question. I'd really have to think, because I've seen so many, and that's not even to do with just TV shows. I think that's like with films as well, because there's so many films and TV shows that I've watched. I can't really think of ones like straight off the top of my head that affects me. Like, because there's like Lord of the Rings as well. I grew up with that. I think I'm into film as much as I am because of Tarantino. Uh, Films like Tarantino's films. So, but then it's like saying the story of Kill Bill affected me at a young age. Like, I guess maybe it kind of did, but very, very good question, but just difficult a difficult one to answer. But I do appreciate it. There's a lot. There's a lot. Favorite shows or movies from your childhood? Oh, there you go. Speaking about childhood, The Lord of the Rings. I've grown up with that all my life, as well as The Matrix. Um, I never understood The Matrix as a kid, ever. Now I do, but as a kid I watched it. I was just like, oh, I like the kung fu parts, but now I appreciate it for the actual story and stuff. Um, TV shows that I grew up with as a kid. That was more like different. Like that would definitely. I think I grew up with adult films. I wasn't really into like Well, I was into kids films like Toy Story and all that. But I grew up with adult films. Whereas TV series, it was definitely as a kid there were kid TV series like Drake and Josh was the bee's knees. But then I also grew up with 24 and Lost. I don't know why I was so into 24 at the age I was when I got into 24, but yo, I was hooked onto that. Like that was my first TV series that I obsessed over was 24. Um, Sick. And Lost as well. Like, yo, I think that was like 2004. I want to say when Lost came out, and 2000 when, or 2001 when 24 started. So those are the first two shows that I remember like binging and just obsessing over as a kid. So yeah, good question. If you could have any skill you don't have, what would it be? Speaking different languages, I think would is essential, especially like around this time in 2018. I don't know. I really want to take the time to learn new languages, and I just don't have the time. It's kind of frustrating. I really want to learn Italian, French. I'm blanking. Like speaking Japanese would be sick. I don't know. It's so difficult though. And then also another skill would be like actually going out there and making films. Um, that's not so much a skill. That's just you kind of have to go out and do it. But again, it's the time to do it. I just don't have it, unfortunately. Like I say, it doesn't seem like YouTube takes up a lot of time, but trust me, it does. And then still balancing that out with friends and family as well. It's difficult to do, but so trying to fit. I barely have time to watch like TV series and films at the moment, which I love. I find essential to do in my life anyway. So finding the time to go out and create short films and also learning different languages is just I don't know. I just can't. Maybe I could if I really push myself, but I don't know. But yeah, those two definitely. And their final question: are you going to react to the Avatar movie after you finish the show? Yeah, I think I said this on Twitter as well. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was a draft. I don't know. I don't really write tweet drafts, but maybe I was just in my head. I'll tweet about this. I'm going to react to. I've never seen the Avatar film, and I've heard is that it's awful. The Liam that I live with, he loves Avatar. It's one of his favorite shows, and he hates that film. I think a lot of people hate that film. So yeah, I'll definitely do that as a film reaction when I've finished the TV series, which I've just finished season 1 yesterday, by the way. Fantastic, thought it was outstanding. So very much look forward to season 2 and 3. Thank you for your questions, Zakaya. Appreciate it. Bless her. If you could, not bless her, like bless is the name. Just I'm not saying bless her. I don't think she sneezed. If you could meet and spend a day with the entire cast of one of the shows you react to, or that you have reacted to, which would you choose? The entire cast, but just for one show. Fuck. Jesus. The entire cast for one show. See, because part of me would be like, oh, I'd love to hang out with like the Rain cast just to meet Adelaide Kane, but then it's like, as cool as like that cast is, I'd only be there for Adelaide Kane, so it'd have to be something like, I'm pulling out the name again, Scam, or Scam Italia, or Scam Austin. I think actually, like, I'd love to meet the Scam cast, the original, but I think I've spoken a lot more to the cast members of Scam Austin, especially like Shelby and Louisa, and I don't know, yeah, they just seem so nice. And I'm not saying I wouldn't get along with the Scam cast for a day, but I feel like I could just chill with like the Scam Austin cast because I've spoke to them quite a lot anyway. Um, and yeah, I don't know. That'd be mad. I want to meet them anyway, so if I could do that, that'd be pretty awesome. But then Scam Italia, I get to meet Greta if I did that. If I got to meet Greta, I would die. Like, dude, it'd be so mad. And then like meeting Rocker, I don't know how you say his name, but you know, Federica. I don't know. I'm not good with Italian names, but like meeting those two as well would be just gorgeous. They're just beautiful humans, and then all the Scam Italian cast are just beautiful people. So I'd say either Scam Italia or Scam Austin. I'd really love to meet OG Scam, but then I feel like I'd just obsess over Josephine and Thomas for too long. But then I do the same thing with like Shelby and Greta. So I don't know. One of those three. And there was a second question. Also, what do you think of Shane Dawson's new series? I think it's fantastic. I think every series he's done since the Tana, was it Tana? What's the last name? Mongoose? I don't know. Like something like that. Ever since he's like done these docu series that he's been doing on YouTube, he's become one of my favorite YouTubers. I watched him like here and there prior to that with like the conspiracy theory videos. He was never really one of my favorite YouTubers though. But these, I just love that he's making like YouTube content that no one's really done before. And you ask people like, you know, Keemstar trying to copy it and it just doesn't work. So Shane Dawson's style and the way he does it, even though, yes, I had a couple of flaws with how he did the Jake Paul series, which hundreds of people have mentioned, which I won't reiterate. I still think what he's doing is, you know, exceptional. So I'm excited every time. Well, even if he makes a docu-series about someone I don't care about, like I genuinely didn't even know who Jeffree Star was before that documentary came out. I know, kill me. But I was so invested into that five part series, and I just can't wait to see what he does next. Like even if it's someone that I don't know, I feel like I'll enjoy it because he's great at doing it. So I don't think he's such a nice guy as well. He seems like such a great, genuinely great person. So I know we don't know what they're like outside of YouTube, obviously, but he seems it. I want to say he is. But yeah, I think it's great. Mary Lynn, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is a Riverdale kind of related series that will start October 26th. Will you react to it? I did plan on reacting to that because I thought it was going to be weekly, like one episode a week. Then when I found out all 10 episodes released in one day, I was like, I could not fit this into my schedule. I still plan on reacting to The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina because it is only 10 episodes. I'll probably wait until January, I want to say. Maybe December. Probably won't fit into December though. Probably like around when I finish Elite, I want to say, is when I'll start The Chilling Adventures. As soon as all episodes dropped in one day, which I didn't expect, I was like, okay, I don't have the time, unfortunately. But yes, I will be reacting to it at some point, do not worry. And they asked the second question, but my real question is, can you put everything on your next poll for movie reaction? Never even heard of that, but sure. I'll look it up, see if people want it. I was about to sneeze then. See if people want it, and then if people do, I will react to it. Everything. Let's search that right now. I've never heard of this, unless I have heard of it. Then everything. Oh, is that that's the guy from Lost Simon, Nick Robinson. When did that come out? 2017. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe. Thank you for your questions, Lacey. Lacey always asking questions. Thoughts on Cole McKenzie from Anne with an E. Your thoughts of the show overall? Is Cole McKenzie? I want to say that's Gilbert. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was the actor's name. Cole is the character. Okay, Cole the character. Yes, I thought you were saying one of the character name. I think he's great. I think when he first came into it, I wasn't really sure what he was doing in the show, but they've done a good build-up with his character. And yeah, I've got 2 episodes left of season 2, and he's one of my favourite characters for sure. They've done a great job with him in season 2. Another great addition as well. I just love about the show that it touches so many themes, and Cole is such a integral part of that. So yes, a very good character. And thoughts on the show overall. When I first started on with the knee, I was like, okay, this is going to be like another cool reaction, I guess. Never did I thought that I'd give the show, I think, 4 or 5 10 out of 10 episodes so far. Plenty of eights. And quickly has become one of my favourite shows of all time. I think the writing is impeccable, the cinematography, the acting, the music, the storylines, and like I say, the themes that it touches on. It's like no show that I've seen before. So I'm very, very impressed with it. I'm rewatching it. I'm on the last episode of season 1 with my mum, and she really, really enjoys it as well. So she's a huge fan of the original Anne of Green Gables, and she read the original novel. So it's cool like watching it with her as well. Yeah, I love Anne with an A. I think it's great. I'm glad it's been renewed for a 3rd season. Their second question: do you know around what time in 2019 you'll be reacting to The Fosters and Shameless? Like I say, Shameless is in a week, just over a week, so that's 2018, not 2019. The Fosters, like I say, it's really a mix up between Once Upon a Time and The Fosters. Whichever I don't pick will be at the end of 2019. Whichever I do pick will be at the start of 2019. So it's quite a big. So like I say, I'll put out a poll vote on that. I'll put it on the YouTube poll thing in the community tab. I'll do it on Twitter and Patreon for those 2 when I come around to it at the start of 2019. So keep a lookout for that if you want to vote for which one you prefer for me to react to. And their third question: would you ever do like YouTube video reactions, like you reacting to Shane's video or something? I actually spoke about this with my sister, like, oh, imagine if I reacted to Shane Dawson's series, but I didn't want it to come across like I'm just doing it for views. I think, like, the reaction would be great, like, I would genuinely be interested in doing a reaction to, like, Shane Dawson's series, and maybe I will, depending what his next one is about, but I was going to do it for the Jake Paul series, but then I didn't want it to be like, oh, I'm reacting to Shane Dawson because I know it'll do well in views, because, yes, it would do well in views, I'm sure, but that wouldn't be the reason that I'd like to do the reactions. I think it'd be more to have a discussion and talk about like what I see is going on, mention the flaws that I have with the docuseries, because I think that's why he's so different to other YouTubers at the moment, because it feels like a TV show. It is like a really good documentary from Netflix kind of as well, but it's something that, a documentary that I'm interested in, and I think that's why I'd want to do a reaction. I don't think I'd do a reaction to a documentary if he was to do it on someone that I don't really care about. Not that I care for Jake Paul, but I was interested enough to know about like Jake Paul behind the scenes kind of thing. And yeah, I think he did a good job of that one. So it would have been fun to do a reaction to that, but I don't think it was essential. But we'll see. We'll see what his next one is about. If it's about something that I'm not interested in, then no. If I'm really interested in what it could be, then possibly. But I just don't want it to come across like I'm doing it just for views, because that's what I kind of worried about when I originally had the idea. So possibly, we'll see. Megan, when will the Mortal Instruments reaction be up? Yes, I've been very slow with that. I have watched the film. I watched the film about a week ago, actually. I've edited and rendered it, but like I said earlier, uploading a film reaction cuts off the internet. It takes like 2 hours. So I just need to upload it. That's literally it. So I sent this on Twitter, and I think it will be either tomorrow or the day after. So Monday or Tuesday. It'll be one of those days, because I'll just upload it when I'm asleep or something, but then I always forget because I'm so stupid. But I am very, very sorry for that delay. We'll get back into doing a film reaction every 2 weeks when that's up, for sure. Because I really love doing them. It's been kind of annoying that I haven't had the time for it. So thank you for your question, Megan. Angie, would you react to Run BTS or Bon Voyage BTS? I've been told to react to these so much, and they're the only like big BTS videos that I haven't reacted to yet. I've done the majority of the music videos, and I've heard all their songs now, even the ones that I haven't reacted to. So yes, I'd really love to do that, and we'll see what happens. Just I don't know when it would be. We shall see. I'm just going to switch the camera around because I've got 2 minutes left of footage because I forgot to remove Avatar. So I'll be back in a second. So yes, thank you for your question. Angie, Amanda, I know you've got a lot of shows on your list, but I'm wondering if you think you will react to Charmed, the original, of course, since it has Ella from Pretty Little Lies, anytime soon. I'm dying to see your reactions to it. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much. It really does mean the world. Charmed, I not like I don't want to watch it. I really, really do. I just don't know when I'd fit it in, and no one's like requested it on Patreon, so it's not a essential kind of. I need to react to this. I would like to. I would like to. I've heard good things. I just don't know when it would be. It definitely won't be this year. And if it was to be next year, it would be towards the end of next year. So maybe, like it's one of the shows like I do really want to watch. But I just don't know when. So we shall see. We shall see. Possibly. Thanks for your questions. C Note asked 3 questions, I think. If 3 people from the 100 will be the final survivors at the end of the 100, who would you want it to be? Ooh. Murphy. Maddie. No, I don't know. I think Octavia needs to go. Murphy could do like a really cool sacrifice. I think Raven needs to live. I think she's been through so much throughout the entire show. It would be just brutal if they kill her off at this point. So definitely Raven. I'd like to see Murphy, but I think they could do a good sacrifice with his, like, because he's been so like, oh, it's all about me, it's all about me for a lot of the show. So for him to do something for other people, making the ultimate sacrifice would be incredible. And I think if they were to kill Murphy off, it has to be in a way where he's doing it to save other people. That's the only way like Murphy's story can go. They can't just kill him off in some random battle. I don't know. If Murphy is to die, they have to make it great. So Raven would be one. I'd like to say Murphy, but Bellamy, I think he should live, and I think Clark should die at the end by the end of it. Not that I want her to die, I just think it would make sense. So the third one, I'd say Maddie. I think it's like a mini Lexo, and it's like the commander. We can't just have another commander die. We've done it over and over again, so Maddie. Those 3. Good question. Oh, and those just said meaning everyone else died. So everyone dies but then 3. Kind of brutal, but fair play. Are you going to react to Daredevil Season 3? I'm not going to react to it, but I am going to watch it this month. I've heard great things. Thank you for your questions. Camillo, can you make a compilation video based on your comedy? I think it's meant to say comedy. Destroying Team Wolf every time it was cringeworthy. That would make it great. I always wanted to make like these compilations of like seasons of shows, but they take so much time. So if anyone wants money and wants to make compilation videos, like an upload of like each season, then let me know, because I know it takes a lot of time, and I do them. I did one with Team Wolf Season 1, and that alone took like a couple of days to go through every single reaction, watch all of them, and then it's hard watching it yourself and then picking out things that you personally find funny of yourself, because it's just difficult and it's just weird to do, innit? Like, so I only really did it with Team Wolf Season 1. I used to do compilation videos all the time when we did gaming videos. It was so much fun to do. And it's a lot. You can have a lot more of a laugh when you're with someone else. Because I did gaming videos with Liam. So it's a lot more difficult when you're by yourself. Like, I don't find myself that funny, but I think other people do, which is great. I do try to... Like, so yeah, when I'm doing reactions, I'm like, oh, I try and make it funny sometimes if it is like an episode of Teen Wolf, just because if I was just watching it and it's a boring episode and I don't take the piss out of it, it's going to be a boring reaction. Like, I've actually done a couple of reactions that I'm just not happy with before because I didn't try to make it funny. I was just bored of the episode and I was just like, I've actually deleted some of those videos because I was just like, nope, I'm just not happy with that. Not saying that I find myself hilarious, because I really don't. Sometimes I make myself laugh, I'm not gonna lie, but I do try to add that sometimes, just because I'd find it a boring reaction otherwise. Like, if I find the episode boring and I'm being boring, then it's gonna be a boring video. So yeah, a lot of people would just prefer I shut the fuck up and be like, shut up, I cannot hear the episode. Go to watch the episode then. Oh, I'm not gonna go on that rant. that was a little gateway into going down a dark road. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, if anyone wants to do those, just let me know and I'll see if we can, if I can afford to pay you. But yeah, I appreciate the question. Julia, can you imagine to react to recordings of concerts or musicals, and have you... Oh, and then they've got another question. React to recordings? of concerts or musicals. Like react to live performances. I've done that with BTS. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Musicals, I'd react to like film reactions of like The Greatest Showman and La La Land and that stuff, but I don't think I'd react to a musical like stage, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think that's what you mean. I'm not sure. But musical films is sick. I've really grown to appreciate them the past year. So yes, I would react to them with like a film version of them. And have you heard of the Netflix show Elite? It's a Spanish show, and I really enjoyed it. Then Heather replied saying, Elite was so enjoyable. I watched episode 2, or I reacted to episode 2 of Elite yesterday, and I really enjoyed the second episode. It has a lot of potential. I do like some of the characters, like I said in that episode, but 50% of the characters I really like, 50% not so much at the moment, but it definitely has potential, and I'm only on episode 2, so time for it to develop. So I am reacting to Elite, yes. Even though this was asked like 3 weeks ago, so I wasn't at that time. Rachel asks, will you marry me? Absolutely not. I don't think male is your type, so I'm going to leave you to go on your own path. I'll go on mine. We'll just part ways. I think that would be better for us both. But, do your thing. Do what you got to do, Rachel. I ain't going to judge. Do what you got to do. Peasant. Yeah, sure, I'll marry you, why not? Julia, have you seen Mr. Robot, and if not, is it something you would be interested in? I have seen it. I think I reacted to it season 1. No, I reacted to season 2. I was going to react to season 3, but then they blocked my video instantly, and I was like, I see video. So I didn't react to season 3, and I stopped at season 3. I think if a company can't get over that reactions are a thing, then I'm just not going to watch the show, so whatever. I'm that salty of a guy. It was a really good show, though. I know it's on its final season with season 4. It's its final season. Deserves a lot more attention because I think the writing is incredible. So, yes. C-Note. Also, asking another question. Also wondering when the final uncut 30 Reasons Why will be released. I wanted to upload all those reactions, and I had a huge problem with, I think, the one that I stopped at. I think like episode 10. I think the file got corrupted or something. And I was like, shit, how do I fix this? I need to find a way to fix that because I think I tried for like, not a full day, but like in between, like throughout the day I was trying to fix it. And I just couldn't figure out anything. But I could still upload like episodes 11, 12, and 13. It's just like I think it was episode 10 that was corrupt, so I might have to leave that one out. But I need to upload those as well. There's so much I need to do. I'm so forgetful. Shit, I do apologise for that. Adam, in your own opinion, how do you compare British-made productions versus American-made ones, since you're British? Also, when you finish Pretty Little Liars, you should watch and or react to this playlist. It's so funny. Let's see what this playlist is. Oh, it doesn't exist. The link you sent does not work, so maybe resend it because the playlist doesn't work. British-made productions versus American-made ones. I think American are very good at high-budget shows like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, all that stuff. I think British are a lot more better with comedy series, like The Inbetweeners, these kind of teen dramas. I'm very conflicted with because I think British do them with better writing, like Skins, for example. But then American teen dramas have this kind of fun. I don't know the word for it, but like Teen Wolf, Pretty Little Liars, and all that stuff, like Riverdale. Majority of the time, they're just bad, but they're just so fun to watch and so fun to binge. And I'm not saying they're overall bad shows; they're not. I don't know. Teen dramas in the UK are just so different to teen dramas in the US. I do think, I don't know which one I prefer because I have a lot more fun, and I think there are a lot more teen dramas with America, obviously. But the UK, I think, does have like incredible writing with some of the teen dramas. Mainly Skins is like the prime example of that. I don't know why I'm like automatically jumping onto teen dramas, Britain versus UK, Britain versus US, folk. Because overall TV series, I'd say America is better at it because there's just so much. so much to choose from. Um, but sometimes I like the simplicity of the British made ones. Like, is Black Mirror British? Is that a British show? I want to say it is. The director. I guess that's a British show. I'll say Black Mirror is a British show, yeah. Like that, for example, is just one of the best written shows of all time. Charlie Brooker's British, so... well, don't quote... Yeah, it's in English. Okay, cool. I was like, you better be English, and I've said that. Yeah, shows like Black Mirror. Just, I don't know, I think they're both great for different reasons. It's hard to compare. Because I actually genuinely... I prefer the American Office to the UK one. I don't know why. I know like people in the UK like, you traitor, you scumbag. But the US one is so funny, I'm sorry. So, I don't know. What's it? And then Adam asked the second to last question. What is it like having to rewatch episodes when editing? It's a ball ache, honestly, mate. No, like it. I think it's fine if I say with Pretty Little Lies, I've watched the episode like a month or two ago, and then I'm editing it, so it's fine because I've watched this 2 months ago, so it's fine. But when I'm editing a reaction that I've just watched, oh, sometimes it's pain. Sometimes it's fine, like I really don't mind, but sometimes it is pain, especially when the episode was shit. And I'm just like, cut, slide, cut, transition, slide. And like, sort the audio, make it transparent. It's like, fuck, so much hassle. It's not hassle. It's fine to edit it. It's just annoying. So I'd rather not. Which is an option where you can just cram all the audio bits into one bit, and then be like, okay, then I'll figure out which audio bits need. I don't know. Maybe there is. I'm still learning Premiere, so we'll see. But yes, it's not the most fun. Sometimes I'm fine with it. Like I'm like, yeah, sick. We'll just get this edited. Do it. Yeah, I'm quick with it. Final question. Incredible. Is that the name? On Pretty Little Lies, what storyline would you want for each character, and would you want Pretty Little Lies spin-off? It's only 10 episodes. Yeah, if it's only 10 episodes, sure. I mean, that might be better. If the Pretty Little Lies spin-off was like 25 episodes, it'd be stupid. But if it's 10 episodes, I think it could be good. We'll see. As for Pretty Little Lies, what storyline would you want for each character? I don't know. I think like more personal stuff with them, because Pretty Little Lies, I've said this before, and it's like with any teen drama, it's always the best when it's with their personal lives and what's going on in their personal lives. Not when it's this, hey, and yeah, I said this so many times, but like when it's just season 5 and 4, because it's so heavy on the A storyline, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I've said this rant in every Pretty Little Lies episode for the past 20 episodes, I think. But the seasons 1, 2, and 3 were so good because it was like focusing on the individual characters and their stories, and A was there but wasn't like the main focus, I don't think. Of course it was like the overarching, like what the main story was about, but it didn't focus so much on it. And then season 4 and 5, that's all it's been doing, and I'm just like, never cared about this, never will. Your reveals are shit apart from season 1, so unfortunate. So yeah, I think they can do a lot better, and I'm not saying I could write better for these characters. I don't know if I could. I can't imagine how difficult it is to write a show. But I'm at season 5, I'm like, I know this can be better. Like there's some writers out there, 100%, who can make this better. It's like the most clear-cut basic story, but whatever. They are all the questions, guys. Thank you very, very much to everyone who asked one. It really, like I say, I love doing these. They're a lot of fun. They're easy to edit as well, because I keep them uncut. I don't know why. Maybe that's a bad idea to keep them uncut. Maybe I should edit them down a bit, but am I gonna? No. Yeah, we'll do another. I'll ask the for more questions probably tomorrow. So if you're a Patreon, you only have to be a $1 Patreon if you want to ask questions. Little plug there for you. Shameful, I know, but gotta do what you gotta do in this world. But yeah, there we go. Well, why are people sending me messages? I don't need messages. I need to edit. So yeah, film overview, film reaction stuff. I'll fix them. I'll sort them. And I'll update you on Patreon when they're done, or when certain ones are done. It just, like I say, with the internet situation, it's kind of a hassle. The Mortal Instruments will be up either tomorrow or the day after from when this video is up, because I have watched that. I won't tell you my thoughts on it. I'll like wait for that to come up. So keep a lookout for that. And was that everything? 30 Reasons Why reactions. I'll try again to fix episode 10, but I don't know if it will. If not, I'll just do 11, 12, and 13. Yes. Have I been? I've been so bad with some things. I'm so sorry. Like I really, I know people get like frustrated and stuff when I'm not on time with my schedule and certain things, but I really am trying to like. I do genuinely try to stick to the schedule as like much as I can. But sometimes I just, if it is personal things that get in the way, or it's like I went to Birmingham 2 days ago and I'm trying to get everything up and up. Like I got up at 6 in the morning on Thursday day to make sure I had Riverdale and American Horror Story both edited and up. It's like yeah, I do try to do it, and I do apologise if sometimes I don't stick to the schedule as much as I would like. But like I do genuinely try to. It's not like I'm purposely like, oh, I'll just skip out today, CBA. Sometimes yes, I can't be bothered to do reactions, but I'll always try to have a video at least ready for that day, which might not be the video that was promised. But like I said, I'd rather do a reaction where I'm in the mood and like my normal self doing the video than if I'm just tired and feeling like shit, because then the video, like I said, relating to earlier, it's just not going to be enjoyable for anyone. So I'm sure you guys would rather, maybe not some of you, but would rather have the video be delayed by a day or two and it be an enjoyable, fun reaction for all of us, instead of it being up on the day I said it would be on the schedule and it just be a bad shit video, because then I won't be proud of it. You guys will probably be bored of it halfway through. So yeah. I might be seeing Greta in 2 weeks. I don't know if I will. I really want to, dude. Like, I really want to, but fuck. That's the last coin. There was 5 coins on that. They've all slipped off in like the past hour. Shit. Like, I really want to, but fuck, it's going to cost a lot of money. The flights aren't the problem. It's like booking hotels and then the tickets and then food. And, alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll have another one up in a month, hopefully. Don't quote me on that, you know what I'm like. And thank you to everyone who asked questions. Love you all, and I'll see you. God, I'm so tired. Right, guys, peace.